Hello, this is Gabriel. I am at the 2022 annual meeting of the International Quranic Studies Association. This is 3 questions with Dr. Marijn van Putten.
Hi.
Question number 1, Marijn. What is your presentation here at the annual meeting of IQSA?
So I'll be presenting about the question of basically how do you translate the different reading traditions of the Quran. There's very few translations that are like that and that have done this. And so I work together with Sohaib Saeed, looking at this question, looking at two works that have already tried to translate the reading traditions, one in English, one in Japanese. And we try to kind of, give a critical assessment of what's going on with these translations. And at the same time, also looking at how tawjih literature that's specifically focused on the different variant readings and what they might mean, can inform us in how to translate the Quran and the reading traditions along with it.
Great.
Yeah.
Question number 2. What do you find interesting or inspiring about the Quran?
So I work a lot with both manuscripts and with the reading traditions, and both of these things are incredibly exciting to work with, especially because it makes for such an interesting multidimensional text, right? Where you have this text and then, when we're looking at vocalized manuscripts, for example, you suddenly have this word and there's this flurry of dots around it, which give in different colors, which is, on the one hand, is beautiful to look at, but at the same time gives this kind of multi-layered thing, this very clear kind of oral side to the text, which I think is really inspiring and interesting. And you see this with other people too. It's like, what are all these dots doing here? Well, it's writing multiple words, and it's multiple words in one place. I think that's just really interesting and cool, yeah.
Question number 3. Who is one scholar or what is one book that has shaped how you think about the Quran?
Yeah, I mean, there's multiple ones, but Theodor Nölliker is an obvious example. And really, the Geschichte des Korans is such an incredible book that has, shaped, I think, the whole field. But also, actually, very importantly, Nölliker has done some really early work on the manuscripts, which didn't really make it into the actual published version, but in his prize-winning 1860 essay, he actually has really, really useful observations about this stuff, which kind of got lost, but they're still luckily around, and you can look at them, and I think that's very inspiring and cool to see how a scholar that far back saw such interesting things already. Yeah.
And this is Geschichte des Korans in German, translated into English. I think that's History of the Quran.
History of the Quran, yes.
Also maybe available in Arabic, I think.
It might be,
Translated by George Tamer.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Marijn.
Thank you.